signed an MOU with us that if we get the money, we are in talks with the government of Pakistan too. We have submitted their proposal with them too. That if we get the money, they said that we will get the lab up and running within 2 years' time. And also they are a government department, so we don't have any other the red tape issues or something like that. So that is why, yes, they have submitted. It's in EDF, Export Development Fund, which we give to the government. All the proceeds we receive from abroad, a certain amount is deducted from our proceeds, which goes into that fund, and it is supposed to be spent on the development. But for now, it is still in process since last 3 years. And basically, they have the infrastructure, they have the experts. What they have to do is just we have to buy the equipment, brought it here, get it installed, and then start the accreditation process. No other question. Should we move on to textile because these guys are getting angry?
The HR problem is everywhere because I give you one example. For example, we have burn centers in Pakistan of the same standard anywhere in UK or in Europe, but the efficiency is 51% burn patient can be saved, not beyond this. This is serious. If you go to UK, Europe, USA, Canada, 89% burn patient can be saved. So, when I asked the question to the consultant, a top place in Pakistan Ordnance Factory, they have a huge setup. So he said consultant and paramedics. So it means trained HR is really important, whether it is PCS or IR, because he told this, like we got only 5 PhDs. 8 PhDs as well in our supply chains, which I'm going to discuss now. So this is a common challenge and we have to discuss it.
Yeah. So regarding, sorry, I want to add one thing. Regarding, you asked for what is the difference whenever MDR compliant company manufacturing processes. We have to have the stringent test inside our factory before sending the product to the Europe. We need to have that testing here. It was the simple that if the functionality is okay, it's okay. But whenever we are an MDR compliant company, we should have our own small lab in which we can test that harness is okay, the material is okay, it is performing its functions, its surface is okay. Kind of test we have to upgrade in our
more fixed costs.
more fixed costs.
That's
So that means it goes up to 150. That means
300,000 euros.
Yeah.
Approximately.
Depending on the class of instruments which we are going to get certified for MDR, like I
And
go
then,
1 hour or 2
yeah,
hours.
and then that year's tests.
Yes, some tests has to be repeated, and then there will be surveillance audits as well, which are coming every year.
In the last, I wanted to share this $500 million annually. But without the MDR acquisition, we may risk lab setup. First, as we have discussed. Second, the certification support, as well as the compliance and business. In the last video support, the Sialkot'S can become the global recognized in the hub of the MDR compliance and surgical instrument, ensuring the long-term industry sustainability.
Implemented, and for sure we will be having MDR if we want to export to Europe.
Okay, so you have 3 years. Yes.
Most will be following Europe, and they will be having big, huge tenders and a big company certification so that you can be eligible to even participate in these tenders.
That's a basic question. If you are in this business, don't you
Sorry, I give you an answer for it. See, we are doing this business for almost a century in Sialkot,
Right.
and these tests, and these are the same instruments our great grandfathers made, and now we are making the same instruments apart from some, better techniques of manufacturing and most them.
So ask another way, what is the problem they're trying to solve with MDR?
They want to
Yes.
make sure that it is
Yusuf.
Nothing is going to be a slight, let's say, superficial changes, but at the core of the manufacturing of surgical instruments, it does not affect the processes.
Because of your surgical equipment quality issue.
If that was the case, we would not be exporting.
I will go back this MDR actually started from one of the French companies, the females, and with the passage of time, they sat down and decided how to start it and how to control the things. So it comes to our instruments as well, which has been exported from many generations, I would say.
That's very interesting. Thank you. And very
Countries as
so
well.
then the Germans are branding your products.
Yes.
Something like that.
We shouldn't say that, but
Something like that.
but then also like in Germany, I guess like very few buyers, right? So like a lot of SMEs supply to like
That's
very
what
large-
the same culture like Sialkot, the family businesses are all also. Hurdle over here is these are all family businesses, small, medium enterprises over here. So I mean, there are the young generations and the old generations working together, and there is some conflicts between them that
large market. Like what is the price difference? Market. Yes.
US
so one R is basically for Germany. The reusables are mostly
Yeah.
for Germany.
And most of your members are
Manufacturing 1 hour. But after COVID, the single-use concept has been more popular. So now it's kind of a 40.
Sterilization over there. We only provide the sterilization validation reports, which is again a testing we just mentioned over here. So there is a sterilization validation testing done by our instruments, and they have to make sure the end users in their theaters or in their departments that they are sterile and it's free from the bacteria and the viruses.
is it a different manufacturing process?
No, it's the same, almost same
Almost
manufacturing process.
Who is the
Did, but they stopped almost stopped manufacturing. Now they are buying from us. The proof is that a few years ago, China was number 28 on our top buyers list.
there won't be any country coming into this business because there's not huge money to be made. Since you mentioned what is the option, I think that is one key where a lot of our people are banking on, that they won't be able to source it from somewhere else and there will be some exceptions to the rule. But having said that, we as an industry,
Ascola, Martin, they are selling in Germany, they are selling in France, they are selling in Netherlands.
These are Pakistan.
Yes.
No, no, international brands.
Okay. So we have no brands here.
No, we do have. We do
Only
have.
one brand, one
Only one
company is
brand. So
selling.
they have
Will grow the Consi, the Medak. There is only one brand.
They have a clean room. Do they have a clean room?
No, not a clean room. They have a company in Germany and they are
Are
getting
they
instrument
own
from
company?
Yes.
and they bought a brand. It's not a brand building, they bought a brand. They went forward.
There
One
one
question would be, why not brand building? Because
Yeah,
you have
I
a
can
history.
So it's not.
Being a doctor, if I may, you see, Germany, they have 83 million population and exports of $2,000 billion. And we have population of 240 million and export of $32 billion. Where the difference comes, R&D. What they do, most of the products been patented, where they make money. And for this, it's not that easy to adapt the culture of R&D in a country with a human resource index of 161. You see, the education level. So we need to nurture that culture, and that is the future as everyone is discussing the value addition and the branding on the product line, but that needs certain level of R&D. So I think we should prepare for that. In future, we should take universities on board, researchers on board. We should incentivize the PhD and researchers.
So they started the company, this Davida over there in 1984 with two German guys. They are the one Pakistani person and two German guys. They started the corporation together and they made it together, and with the passage of time, a brand was established and now everybody reckons this brand internationally.
But are they growing fast?
I don't, they are now stagnant. They are also trying to get MDR, the German one, as well as the Sialkot one. They both of them are trying to get.
Because they should be making.
But they are making good money.
Yeah,
Of course. Because then, to my calculation, whenever it goes from here to Germany, it multiplies by 4, including taxes and everything.
And
If I may take your first names, because we have a culture here. So I welcome Vincent, Philip, Christian, Faha, and we are missing Anna. So if we go to the SDGs, so the gender parity is also required when we meet. So that is female is missing. So anyway, we start our journey. We Karachi, Lahore, and Sialkot. We safeguard the interest of ready-made market, ready-made garment exporters. And then we have 500 plus exporters with some international associations like International Apparel Federation. And then we are connected with some other bodies which are technical support to us in Amsterdam called Modent. That's again an association. And then we perform and visit all these board meetings. We attend all these board meetings done by IEF. IEF is basically a cluster of international associations. All the garment manufacturers or retailers, they club in under one platform. So it is a group of associations. Is a worldwide. Yeah. So all associations, they get aggregation with them.